All right, y'all, it's King Black, man. We're going to pop this off. We're going to jump this off by presenting pretty much the key players that was involved in my case. Some of the key players pretty much is going to be photographed, and some of them won't be photographed. I don't have any photographs of the other individuals. So these individuals will be, their names will be stated last. So and the ones that's photographed will be stated at its inception. So the key players that was involved in the entrapment case, and the prosecution of Brother Bomani, King Black, myself. We jumped it off with Special Agent Kimberly Wojcik of the Newark FBI. This is her right here. The Special Agent
White
Kimberly
cracker
Wojcik.
slower cave, bitch.
Second person. This is the U.S. Attorney's. This is the U.S. Attorney for the U.S. Attorney's Office in Newark. This is Margaret Ann Mahoney. She is responsible for the prosecution of my case, and ultimately sending me to prison for my ultimate kidnapping. Margaret Ann Mahoney. She's actually assigned to the National Security Division or whatever. Pretty much in a nutshell, she handles all cases involving black power organizations, black empowerment organizations, anybody that's trying to stand up for freedom. She handles a lot of them cases, and you already know they have us labeled as a terrorist. So she handles like a lot of those cases involving that. Also, like they try to get us tied in with street gangs, etc., etc. So yeah, she handles like a lot of domestic terrorism cases, etc., etc. So that's Margaret Ann Mahoney. Here is my judge. This is my judge right here. Her name is Madeline Cox Arleo. She's responsible for prosecuting my case and ultimately sending me to prison. As I didn't explain to you guys that my case was pretty much handled very viciously. I was pretty much railroaded, and I didn't receive any justice in the courts involving my case. One of my main defenses in the case was an entrapment defense. You know what I'm saying? Also moved to suppress the evidence, etc., and just try to show and prove that the affiant lied in the affidavits, which I'll outline later on. But yeah, so this is my judge, Madeline Cox Arleo. All right, next here we go. We have Mr. Faggot Christopher Adams. This is the cracker that they assigned me, pool attorney cracker that they assigned me, Christopher Adams, out of Homedale, New Jersey. Also note that when I first was arrested, I was assigned a public defender, one of the Newark public defenders, out of the public defender's office. And I ultimately fired him within like the first 2 or 3 months, I believe, in 2014. Yeah, I believe like the first 2 or 3 months I fired him. His name was David Holman. That was my public defender, but this guy here is Christopher Adams. All right, and Special Agent Garth Weintraub. This guy is unphotographed. I don't have a photograph of him. This is one of the significant agents that was involved in my case. Special Agent Garth Weintraub. Also, another guy that's importantly, I want to mention his name because he had a lot of handling with my case. He's also with the Joint Terrorism Task Force. His name is Richard Kennedy, white guy with a bald head. This guy, I remember when when they first came to the jail to interview me back in April 2011. I actually have the receipts for the copy of that interview when they came to see me. They pretty much was just trying to figure out, trying to get some information from me, just trying to see if they was asking questions about the new Black Panther Party and if we're inclined to criminal activity, just trying to build a case. All they were really doing is trying to build a case on me, so they was actually looking for me to cooperate with them. They was anticipating on me for me to cooperate with them, which never happened. It didn't happen, and all that information is outlined in the interview, so you can see. So that's that. His name is Richard Kennedy. part of the state police and Joint Terrorism Task Force that works closely with the FBI. All right, so here is the FBI informant, registered FBI informant, and we're going to outline the details of this guy segment for segment. I'm gonna break it down for you guys so you can see what I've been trying to explain to a lot of you since I've been home for 4 years. I feel like I shouldn't have to prove. No, I take that back. Yes, I should have to prove that, because in this conscious community, in this so-called conscious revolutionary community, there's a lot of, people just shouting agent, informant, and they don't show them paperwork. You know what I'm saying? They don't prove it. They just out there saying, and that shit is dangerous, man, because that shit, stuff can happen to people, especially if they're not an agent, if they're not an informant. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm here to prove to you, and yeah, the sauce, man. I want the sauce. So yeah, I want the sauce. So motherfuckers gonna have to do what they got to do because I'm gonna expose individuals, and yeah, you could just bring it, man, because it is what it is, man. Like, nigga, use a snitch, use a rat. Hope your soul burn and incinerate. You know what I'm saying? Because these motherfuckers, listen, these are the type of motherfuckers, man. Like I said before, this guy's out here walking around freely walking around. And it's not just him. It's a lot of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of them. It's not just him. The revolutionary movement is infiltrated. It's compromised. Let me be clear. I don't want to make this about like one person. This case is about him, and it's to prove that he's an informant. But I want to be clear that the new Black Panther Party, the revolutionary community, the movement is infiltrated and it's compromised. And there's a lot of informants, there's a lot of agents that's out there that we don't know about. Some of them we do know about. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this presentation is about proving that Jihad Abu Jamarle, his real name is Jamarle Jones. All right, his Facebook name's previous Facebook name was Jihad Abu Jamarle, and he was a former member of the New Black Panther Party. Okay, he was a former member of the New Black Panther Party back in the mid 2000s, specifically around 2004, 2005, maybe 2003. But I would say 2004, 2005, he definitely was active in the New Black Panther Party. 2004 was definitely guaranteed that he was an active member, for sure. That's when he actually got arrested out in New York, when he got pulled over. Jamarle Jones was pulled over, and I believe it was June 2004, right? Him and a few others was pulled over and stopped by the New York police, and they were stopped, and some weapons were found inside the car. Whatever case may be with that traffic stop, I don't know if it was illegal or whatever, but that's irrelevant. The point is to make it showing that Jamarle Jones of New Haven, Pennsylvania, age 32, was stopped by the police in New York in 2004. So this is the receipt here, as I am showing. All right.